She was humiliated the moment she set foot on Ridge Point. No medals, no weapon, no combat badge, just a small metal case strapped to her back and a name no one remembered, Emily Carter. "Hey, weather girl," a soldier sneered as she passed. "Don't forget to measure the wind before we real soldiers get to work." She didn't respond. She never did. She just walked slowly, eyes on the ridge line, boots silent against the gravel, the glint of her glasses catching the morning light. To the squad, she was nobody. A logistics assignment, an observer, a wind reader, a nuisance. But what they didn't know, what none of them knew, was that Emily Carter wasn't there to impress anyone. She was there because command had whispered her name when things got truly desperate, when plans failed, when teams vanished, when the ridge became a graveyard. And now, that same silent graveyard was waiting for its next visitors. The mission was simple. At least, that's what the briefing said. Secure the outpost at Grid 9 Delta. Sweep the ridge. Extract in 36 hours. But no one mentioned the rumors. The patrols that vanished without a trace. The crackling radio signals filled with static, and then silence. No distress calls. No bodies. Just one word scribbled in a recovered field notebook. Ghosts! "Carter, stay back with the gear," the squad leader barked, already halfway up the trail. Emily didn't argue. She dropped to one knee, opened her metal case, and began assembling her instrument, a strange, sleek device with lenses and dials, too advanced for standard logistics. To the untrained eye, it looked like a wind gauge, but to Emily it was something much more. She tapped a small button. A digital readout blinked to life, showing not wind speed, but atmospheric density, thermal signatures, and most importantly, movement. Something was watching from the tree line. She froze. Not birds, not wind, something else. She reached into her vest and pressed to conceal calm. "They're not alone," she whispered. "Tell Sergeant Malik to fall back." But no answer came, only static. Then a scream. The scream was sharp, guttural, then cut short. Silence followed. Dead, echoing silence. Emily didn't panic. She removed her glasses, folded them calmly, and reached into the bottom of her case. Click. Beneath the weather instruments was a hidden compartment. Inside it, a compact sniper rifle, jet black, no serial, fitted with a custom suppressor. She snapped it together in seconds. Emily Carter was not just logistics. She was the most precise long-range operative the military had ever buried in shadows. Code name, Spectre. Record, 31 confirmed saves. All impossible shots, each under circumstances deemed unsalvageable. She took a breath, slid forward on the ridge, prone, invisible behind rocks and thorns. One eye through the scope. Movement. There, just behind the trees. Camouflaged too well for the squad to notice. Figures. Not animals. Not shadows. Men, but not. Their movements were too sharp, too smooth. 4 in gear. Thermal cloaks. Unregistered tech. Mercenaries, maybe. Ghost unit, more likely. Emily adjusted wind, angle, breath. Then she saw him, Sergeant Malik, being dragged, unconscious, bleeding, alive. She had 2.6 seconds. One breath in, one breath out. Crack. The suppressor hissed. The figure holding Malik dropped, a clean hole through his visor. No exit wound. The others turned, confused. Too late. Emily had already shifted position. 3 more shots. 3 more bodies down. She didn't miss. She never missed. Panic erupted among the hidden enemy. The precision of the shots unnerved them. They weren't just under attack. They were being hunted. Emily moved like smoke, barely shifting gravel as she slid to another vantage. Her eyes didn't blink. Her breaths were shallow and measured. She wasn't here for glory. She was here to end this. Below, Corporal Reyes tried to rally the squad. "Where's that fire coming from? Who's covering US?" No one answered, because no one knew that their lives were being spared by the very girl they mocked hours earlier. Emily's comm crackled. A weak voice. "Emily? Carter, are you there?" It was Malik. She tapped back. Stay down. I've got you. He coughed, barely clinging to consciousness. But there was hope in his silence now, because even through the blood and confusion, he realized she wasn't reading the wind anymore. She was commanding it. The squad regrouped behind a ridge wall, ducking under fire. Contact. Northwest. 2 o'clock. Bullets bit into stone. The enemy had spotted them now. Where the hell is our support? Reyes shouted. Another soldier yelled. We're pinned. They've got range. But suddenly, one by one, enemy fire stopped. No more muzzle flashes. No more movement. Silence again. But this time victorious. Reyes peeked over cover, wide-eyed. 12 enemy marksmen, down. Flawless shots. Clean. Efficient. And there, standing calmly with the wind still curling her hair, Emily Carter. Sniper rifle slung casually across her shoulder. Not a drop of sweat on her face. One soldier gasped, was that? Reyes cut him off. She saved our damn lives. Malik limped forward, bloodied, leaning on his rifle. You idiots, he growled through pain. She's not logistics. She's our only chance. Night fell on Ridge Point. The team set up perimeter lights and patched wounds, still stunned. But Emily didn't sit. She cleaned her rifle in silence, polished the lenses, watched the tree lean. Carter, Reyes finally said, walking up, I owe you an apology. She didn't look at him. You all thought I was useless, she said softly, that I didn't belong. He nodded. Yeah, we were wrong. A beat. You're not just a sniper, are you? No, she whispered. I'm the last call they make when nobody comes back. Reyes exhaled. So what now? Emily stood. They'll send more. This wasn't random. What were they? She turned her head, eyes sharp. Not mercs, not rogues. Something trained and watching. She looked to the stars. And I don't think they were just after us. Dawn broke over Ridge Point. Choppers arrived, medevac and extraction. But the story that spread in whispers wasn't about the mission. It was about her. Emily Carter, the girl with the wind reader. The one they laughed at, dismissed, forgotten. But on that ridge, when steel met silence, she became a legend. The bullet that saved the entire team was never fired in rage. It was fired in precision, in purpose. As the team was lifted into the sky, Reyes looked down at the hill, empty now except for her, alone and calm, because Emily Carter didn't need medals. She was never there for glory. She was only logistics, until the ridge needed a ghost.